How y'all doing today? My name's Aim, and today's topic of discussion is going to be checks and balances. Checks and balances. What I'm thinking about when I thought about this topic of checks and balances, I'm thinking about how you always have to check yourself and balance yourself about the things that you're facing from day to day, no matter how your situation changes and evolves. And I'm really thinking about it, I'm talking about it from a standpoint of you climbing the ladder to success. When you're climbing the ladder to success, and there's no doubt that you're going to be encouraged by that, and it's also no surprise that you're going to be met with resistance. The thing that I'm talking to you about today is, with the checks and balances, is that you don't let that resistance that you come up against as you're climbing that ladder deter you any more than you did before you even decided to get on that ladder. What I mean by this is that had me kind of evaluating things in my own life with certain successes and things that I have occurring and going on. And one reason why I thought it was important to share this with you is because sometimes, when me personally, when I'm going through things, I go ahead and I adapt, change, and I go with it. But since I do these videos and then, I do my writings and the books and whatnot, I try to journal this stuff out to you all, especially since I'm in the moment of trying to figure out certain things. Or maybe I do something on the fly and I really don't give it much thought. I adapt and I, overcome it and go on with it. I'm like, I think this is something else that other people could benefit from. And one of the things that I'm thinking about is certain things that I've talked to you on this channel in regards to, like I said, resistances that you meet on a relational level of you not even doing anything, just you day-to-day life, just interactions with friends, loved ones, co-workers, things that you become resilient in, they no longer bother you. You get a certain confidence about yourself. You know how to, just roll with the punches, as they say. But when you start climbing your ladder of success and accomplishing your own goals and certain things, it's almost like you start over again when you meet these same resistances that come up against you. And what I mean by, it's almost like you're starting over again when you're climbing that ladder. It's almost like you have to learn how to cope and deal with those things again, because they may cause you to falter or wobble. And I'm here to tell you to look at those large scale interactions the same as you did those small scale interactions. The healthy way that you looked at overcoming them, you can do that on your large scale. Don't start taking them personal now. Don't start taking them as personal attacks now. And to kind of clarify further, like what I'm talking about is, I've often told you on my channel that, I found a lot of these methods, to be able to overcome obstacles in a healthy way through my own follies and things that I've experienced in my life. And that's the reason why I'm sharing them with you. But as you start accomplishing goals and doing things, you start to have them on a greater scale. And the reason that I can speak for myself, the reason why they're on a greater scale is because now I'm dealing with more people. So when you're dealing with more people and you come up with some of these same resistances with, people in your circle, naysayers or just negativity, the same rules apply. The same rules apply, and actually, you should still know, hey, look, I'm headed in the same direction. Yeah, okay, I had one or two haters before, I had taken off and I was doing. Now, there's 10 or 15 or 100, whatever that may be, because it depends on how many more people that you're dealing with. So you still shouldn't be wobbled by that. And like I said, I just want to take time out to describe that to you today, because sometimes the small things that you get over, and like I said, being redundant here, you build up a resilience to, once you start dealing with a greater number of those same troubles and those problems, when you're climbing that ladder to success, they may trip you up because you're just like, what now? I'm getting them on the scale that I wasn't getting them on before. And I'm just letting you know, you handle them the same way that you were handling the small ones. You take them in stride, you roll with the punches, you keep doing what you're doing, you remain focused on your goal, you know what you're setting out to accomplish, That's one of the reasons why too I've done many videos on when I'm talking about, you constantly have to reevaluate your friends, reevaluate people that are in your circle, because you want to make sure that you're healthy on all fronts. Being healthy on all fronts allows you to operate in your best possible way. And not just only for you, but the people that are around you. So it's just something to be mindful of. Okay? It's checks and balances. Those checks and balances, they don't go anywhere. That's something that you should have with you for life. You should always be checking and balancing certain situations, circumstances that come along in your life, to make sure things are balanced out, because you don't want things to get out of whack, or you're overlooking them, or you're sweeping certain issues up under the rug, and then they become a big problem. So that's what I just wanted to take time out to discuss with you today. In the meantime, if you hadn't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And I've written a book, I Am Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication, which I'll leave a link in the description box. And you can also follow me on my other social media, Facebook business page, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, the whole nine. Obviously, I'm on YouTube here. Okay, so like I said, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you hadn't already. I upload video content twice a week, and you'll be, in the loop of that. Okay, in the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Aim. You have a good one.